Hello, gents and ladies. Class is in session. Welcome to my channel. This is Spiritual Teacher for You. My name is Cassie, and we are here to give an energy update and see what's going on. I'm in a funky mood, but not like a funk, but like funky. I like, it's so interesting. I've always felt feeling different emotions. I always looked at emotions that I didn't find acceptable because of whatever programming I had, right? I didn't want to experience anger, mad, sad, funky, or confident. Anything that was outside of my comfort zone, I never want to experience. And now that I've done some healing, it's like, wow, there's like so many emotions to unlock and to experience. And that's what I'm getting, that the collective is, there's something here about emotions and experiencing new emotions in this new timeline. So the collective I'm tapping into I feel it's the same collective I've been tapping into, one where your new life has started. Like, you can legit feel a difference in 3 months ago and now. Like, it feels like it feels like you've opened a door and walked into a new life. Even though things appear the same, but the energy has shifted. You have gone through a transition. So now what life is you're allowing life to happen and experiencing it instead of being afraid of it, right? You're letting the emotions fill you up and pass through. You're not holding on, or you're learning not to hold on. And you're allowing yourself to actually, you may even feel like your body almost vibrate down, and like just sensations rush through you. It's like your chakras are activating here. So for the collective I'm tapping into, your energy super duper spunky, funky, cool. And I love it. And thank you for having it, man. Like, what a cool mood to be in. All right. My sister said something the other day that still kind of echoes in my head. Echo is something that came through today as well. But anyways, yeah, echo. I just posted a TikTok. That's what this is related to. This is so funny. Anyways, my sister was like, I look at your TikToks and I'm like, this girl would have never done that like a few years ago, and I'm like, she's right. Like a few years ago, I would have never put some of the things out that I've put out. And it's not that I put out crazy stuff. I just wouldn't have, And now it's like, I'm like, I try to do what feels natural and authentic to me, So, and I feel like that's unlocking new emotions is by doing something I've never done before. And that's a message that has come through several times in my readings lately, is doing something you've never done before. And that like unlocks more of that, what is that? So as you do things you've never done before, it just clears the path for more of that, more new, more high life living I'm feeling you get to experience. And by high life, I don't mean bougie. I mean peaceful. Like you're elevated. I feel like you may even feel drawn towards the mountains because you have elevated. Yeah. Okay. So, look who just showed up at 5 on the timer, 5 minutes on the timer, the Empress. And right behind her is the King of Wands. These two cards have been sitting out here this whole time, and I've just been talking to y'all about leveling up. And then here's the Empress and the King of Wands. And I hear your question, why not the Emperor? Because this is someone who is very interested in you as the Empress, who is not fully come into his self. He's still doing some healing and growing and learning. But boy, does this masculine so interested in this feminine. And I'm going to use he and she for ease of talk. Oh my God, he's looking at her. And she doesn't have a clue. She's doing what she's doing naturally. And this guy is just watching her with such lust, I'm going to say. So I don't know if this is the divine counterpart to this divine feminine, or if this is like soulmate. Here's 9 of Pentacles. So they definitely see you as someone who has made their way, you know, has come up in the world on their own. This sovereign, independent, divine feminine, really coming into her authentic self. They see you as successful. Okay, so we're getting a peek into how this divine masculine... Is it a divine masculine? Why do I have doubt? Is this the divine feminine's doubt? Okay. Page of Cups. All that emotion we were tapping into at the beginning. So they want to come forward. They want to come forward to you with and express a deep emotion here. Something you've been waiting on. Now I'm noticing when I looked down, it looked like his feet was in the water. It looks like he's in like shallow water. Shallow water. And the High Priestess is on the bottom. Caught my eye. So this is intuition. Intuition. This is also mystery and unknown, but also you've had an intuitive feeling that this person feels this way. And it feels like confirmation is coming, like he really wants to express these emotions towards you. And I feel that you have felt that desire in this masculine. Ace of Cups comes out. This is the self-love, just love. This is the like divine love, self-love, love, unconditional love, a flow of love. So much love for you and yourself. Also, I'm getting like you're a healer. Yeah. They're very attracted to your healing hands. Because I've never noticed before in this card how the hand is lit up. I don't know if y'all can see it, but there's like a white glow around that hand on the Ace of Cups that I've never noticed before. And now I'm noticing the purity. Like you're a healer. Yeah. Oh my God, my phone is lighting up and it keeps distracting me. So I feel like that's happening for a reason. So I feel like your phone is a distraction. And it's like when you disconnect from the phone is when you'll feel this connection even more. Interesting. Knight of Swords. Boy, there's some energy wanting to come towards you. Like I heard bum rush towards you. This is the truth. It wants to come in so fast. What is happening here, though? Like, I feel like I'm just getting little nuggets of it. And this has been happening lately. And even in other readings that I've listened to, it's like I hear people saying this, it's like little chunks of information coming in, but not like the whole story. It's like we're all meant to be in the dark. We're just getting like, it feels like spirit just wants me to keep affirming the information, the energy around us, to know that we're on the right path, that we're going to experience these things. But it doesn't feel like a time of like taking, I don't know. Yeah, don't say that. Okay. I mean, this is a time I feel fire and action and energy moving all through this reading. Okay, they want me to put the cards down and just kind of read the energy that's currently on the board. There's exactly 7 cards. I'm hearing 7 houses. Okay. They're wanting me to notice that I got a feminine, masculine, feminine, masculine, feminine, and then I have a masculine card. So there's like 3 sets of feminine and masculine energies here. The last set is separated by the Ace of Cups though. So there's the thought entered my head that this could be 3 separate couples, 3 separate divine masculine and feminines that I'm feeling. It's very possible. I also just heard soulmate. So some of these relationships are soulmate relationships. And so that's what we're going to go into. Wow. Oh my gosh. Am I doing a pick a deck reading? They're saying I don't have to, but I could if I wanted to. And I think I like where the energy is going, because there is the thought in my head as well that this is all one story, like one collective that I'm tapping into. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap into each of these separate little couples that I feel, the Empress and the King of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, and then the High Priestess and the Knight of Swords. So whichever one, and then I'm left with Ace of Cups. So I feel like all of these relationships are love. And I'm just going to say it because I feel like a lot of people will resonate with this term, but I have tried to kind of steer away from this terminology. But the twin flame journey, when really what I'm calling it is the journey to yourself. Like, this is the journey of complete balance within the masculine and feminine within yourselves. And as you come into that complete balance, you magnetize your twin flame to you. But I'm learning that there are a lot of different scenarios around twin flame journeys. And so, like, I recently learned about a monadic twin flame journey, where you may not be with your twin flame, but they have been guiding you on your twin flame journey. They could be guiding you from a distance and be, or they could be guiding you from spirit. They may not be physically here. And then you just experience a high level soulmate in this lifetime, and who's there to support you as you go through this twin flame journey. And so I was like, what is that even? How is that so the twin flame journey, if you're hearing about it in this lifetime now, and you've been learning about it, what I've come to realize is that the twin flame journey can span lifetimes, and has spanned lifetimes. And what makes sense to me and what resonates with me now is that when you have come into balance with your divine masculine and divine feminine within you, and you're vibrating at, a very high balanced level, and you've gone through all these initiations, and you become a complete magnet to your twin flame. So I'm getting a scenario in my head now that That means what happens is you might move on from this lifetime and meet your twin flame in a different realm or a different 5D a different reality. So the twin flame journey just feels so, we put so much limits on it. And it feels like people are like, well, I thought that, the runner, the chaser, I'm learning all this terminology, and it's just like, it's just energy, and there's different energies and patterns of energies in different love stories, right? So love is really the common factor here. Love is the true form I'm hearing. And I'm a bit of a romantic. I like to be romantic. I like to be creative. I like to make someone I love feel special. And you don't have to be romantic in a, sexy way. You can be romantic with your friends. I view romance as going out of your way to make someone feel special. That's what I feel like romance is. And so that can be a platonic thing, that can be a familial thing, and that can be a, romantic lover situation thing. So romance is coming forward, interesting enough. So let's look into, and I'm going to put timestamps for those of you that don't want to listen to this whole thing. So starting at 1633, let me write that down because I always say I'm going to do that and then I don't do it. So 1633 for the first group, which is the Empress and the King of Wands. If you resonate with being an Empress and having a King of Wands kind of masculine, if you see a creative, fiery, passionate, maybe a little ADHD, I'm getting masculine. They go after what they want. They're very confident. They don't hold back in their feelings. Especially when it comes to how much they're attracted to you. They let you do your thing. They let you be your whimsical self, your creative self. They encourage creativity. So I'm picking up all of that without using tarot. That's the energy of the King of Wands. And this Empress, I'm getting that you have started on a path that's like, no, nothing's going to stop me. Even the King of Wands isn't going to stop me in my attraction to them. It's like the Empress feels very focused here. Like you're on a mission and you do desire love. The divine feminine desires love here from a romantic lover partner. And this King of Wands is very ideal. But the divine feminine is like really focused on getting herself to this place, honestly, of this like Nine of Pentacles level. So that's why I said I feel like these stories are going to kind of intermingle, but also kind of be separate. But the Queen of Pentacles comes out with the say, and look at the, it's almost like the Queen of Pentacles puts a ceiling on herself, and then the Empress is wide open. So there's something here about limiting the feminine feels like they're limiting their potential right now with some earthly 3D kind of limitations that we grow to think as we experience life. But full Empress is like knowing that there are no limitations, knowing that whatever you speak into existence comes into existence. You know your magnetism, you know your power, you know your truth, you know who you are. And I feel like at this time you're learning who you are. You're learning about your power. You are an apprentice, I'm hearing. That is so interesting. But an apprentice is usually working under someone, right? Or along with someone. So maybe you're working with someone to help grow your spirituality, your connection to nature. Oh, nature is like your guide. Oh my God, yes. You're the apprentice to nature. Nature's trying to teach you. So you may be very drawn to go outside, to sit on the ground, to touch green things, to really pay attention to things that come from the earth and how they affect your body. It's really a paying attention. And my dog keeps barking. So I'm going to go let him in because that is nature trying to communicate with me. Okay. So as I was going out, I hit my arm on the doorknob and then I heard that saying, don't let the door hit you on the way out or something like that. Something like that, And it's like, what? Where did that come from? So, and my dog's bark was like very like, so there may be some like tension around the divine feminine right now. Maybe there's like some attitudes or like, I don't know, just some fiery upness in the workplace, possibly. Okay, I'm getting told that I can move on to the next couple. So that really wasn't that long. 2058 for the next one. Nice. Thank you, Spirit, for keeping that short for us. All right. As soon as I felt myself moving to the next love story here, my throat is really struggling. I really need to burp and expel some of this energy. Oh, they're saying to take a sip of my coffee. They want me to show the mug. Okay, this is a winter mug. So something here significant about winter. It's going to be a cold winter I'm getting. Like, really need to bundle up. I'm getting, obviously, lots of felines here. Divine feminine energy. Cats. Cats symbolize, and I'm getting black cat specifically. So maybe the divine feminine has a black cat here. But I'm also, oh my God, what is this? I just got like this, like, like I want to like laugh and cry. Oh, you guys, what is this energy? Spirit, I need help with that one. I don't know if this is like, I feel like this may be the spirit or like someone here had a cat who's passing. You were very close to them and you missed them. I can't, it's like a choking, like heaviness on my chest, kind of like. So there's something heavy on your chest, something really weight. It's this Page of Cups. Now I'm getting that divine masculine. Man, they are so wanting to express their feelings, but they don't know how. That was that feeling I just picked up on. Like, I was like, what is this? These are new feelings. That's why it's the Page of Cups. These are new feelings. You're still wading through the shallow end. You haven't quite dove into the deep end yet, the divine masculine, but they're on the way. Look, I put the Ace of Cups above this couple in particular. This couple's in the middle. So it feels like right now, both of them are going through these waves of emotions. Oh, yeah, that's what it is. It's waves of emotions and it's very heavy. So I'm not sure it feels like the divine feminine in this scenario has come to a very solid place in her life with the Nine of Pentacles. Very solid, very secure, made her way there, right? And now this masculine is really going through some tough emotions. So she's at a place where she can handle those emotions, whereas before she may not have. So it feels like the divine feminine here has already kind of gone through a lot of these emotions, but has come to this Nine of Pentacles place and feels comfortable and comfortable. Yeah, I'm getting you feel comfortable with emotions. Like you know how to handle them without panicking or without assuming the worst, or at least you're at a solid place where that is a habit that is forming and it's becoming the norm. Not freaking out, stay calm, let's do what feels logical and right in this moment. It's almost like being able to kind of, you know how you're in the shower and you push the shower head away so that you can do something else without getting drowned in the water? Yeah, like I'm picturing shaving. Yeah, the divine feminine shaving their legs, and instead of all the soap washing away with the shower, you push it away so you can shave, and then you bring it back when you're ready to wash it all away. So I see that this divine feminine has gotten to a place where she can, like, okay, I can turn my emotions, kind of turn the faucet off and be there for my masculine while he goes through his emotions, while he lets the shower just wash all. It's like this huge purge, I feel. So now as you turn the head away from you, now he is going through this shower of emotions, and it's new territory. And so I feel that the feminine has already gone through probably what the masculine is about to go through or going through right now. And so you know how to be there. Let's get a message. That was just like a lot of affirming, confirming energy. Let's get a message for this couple. Okay. 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, give and receive. Definitely. The the masculine has been doing a lot of giving, as well as the feminine. And now this is like receiving. Allow yourself to go with the flow and receive the intuitive energy to be able to handle your masculine's emotions. Allow your masculine to receive love from you. How are you allowing that? Okay. He may, maybe there's something here that the masculine may push away. Not push away, but like feel weird about the love that you may show him, because I'm getting that he's a giver, and he gave a lot to you while you went through your whatever that was so emotional, and now it's your turn, and it's like, and I'm getting that the masculine may struggle with receiving your love a little bit here. So I feel another message maybe want to come through for this couple. Queen of Swords, you're just going to have to fight that. Yes, you're going to have to be like, you know what? This is my love. You gon' get it. You gon' get it, okay? And you know, the more you show up in an authentic way and allow him the space to do what he needs to do emotionally or whatever, it's almost like I see you just stopping him from being destructive upon himself. And I know that's out of your control, but I see your love kind of stopping self-destruction here. That's interesting message that came through there. Yeah, see? The Devil. And look, the 10 of Cups after that. So you are gosh, this is not to put pressure on the divine feminine, but you are going to be the reason that this masculine doesn't go into a self-destructive kind of mode. You are his rainbow. But also, I'm getting that for, the masculine may need to experience some of that in order to see, like, these energies are so opposing here that it feels like your masculine may not recognize this without going through this. He may not recognize the happiness from the 10 of Cups without before going through the Devil energy. Why did that struggle to come out? The number 15 here. I'm getting 2015 for something. The number 10. Okay. Yeah. All right. So now 2948. We're going to move on to the third group, 2948. Yay. Now I ain't got to go back and I have all the times. So this is the High Priestess and the Knight of Swords. Okay. So this is, of course, they want me, I'm feeling confirming energy for. So listen up to see if this, and I'm getting to ring the bell. So this is definitely a higher level couple. This is, I'm feeling like the High Priestess. This is someone who's very intuitive, very clairvoyant, psychics, definitely someone with gifts, and the Knight of Swords is the masculine that's kind of impulsive. They talk a lot. Gosh golly. Why am I not getting very much? Okay, keep going. So they have a lot of guard up because it's hard to look into them. They have a lot of a wall up for sure. Definitely to protect their heart. They also are very careful. Wait, what is this? It's like they talk to cover up. I don't know. There's something here about like talking to distract or talking to I don't know. It's someone who there's just a lot of chatter. Maybe they have a lot of chatter in their head. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that for this masculine. A lot of just thoughts. This is a very intelligent masculine, I'm feeling. Very logical, very kind of academic. They appreciate intelligence. They almost know too much sometimes, but that's why they can talk, because they can reverberate a lot of information because they have a lot of information in there. But this High Priestess looks so calm and collected. And look at the comparison of this energy, so warm, like this masculine coming towards the Empress, so warm with those warm colors, and then here this masculine coming towards this, and they're both in the same kind of positions here. Yeah, the masculine here hasn't quite gotten to understand themselves very well. They haven't taken the time to they want to logicize everything. That's what I'm getting. They want to make everything make sense. And they're really fighting. I mean, really fighting against letting that go. Whereas this High Priestess feminine is very comfortable with intuition, unknown information, very comfortable in this in-between waiting period, very comfortable with following crazy intuitive nudges. Let's get some messages for this couple. Temperance. I just see the High Priestess being very patient. Very patient. The most patient. So this is someone who is very patient, and I'm getting too that with being a High Priestess, someone very psychic, that you're going to have to moderate how much you connect with spirit and, the spirit world, because if you're too on, that can be draining, So there's got to be times where you like literally say, okay, I'm done. No more. I close off to spirit for now. I need a break. The Hierophant. Wow. You guys. So this to me is coming as like conforming. So I'm getting here for a divine feminine in this intuitive, psychic, very open, active third eye energy that you're kind of doing too much here. So there needs to be like, it's like you want to do everything all the time. And I get it. It feels like the energy is new to you. It's exciting. You want to just experience it all, you know. Even Esther Hicks, Abraham and Jerry and Esther Hicks, she said when she first channeled Abraham Hicks that, you know, at first it was like she didn't know what was going on. And then when she realized what was happening, they spent like, she wanted to do it all the time, you know? So it's like there's this new exciting, it's almost like you're new, you're new to your gifts and you want to like do it so much because it's exciting and new. And it's like, whoa, hold on, horsey. Like, you're going to burn out. You're going to burn yourself out if you don't slow down a little bit. So you need to take a break. The Hierophant's coming off as listening to that higher knowledge, that higher self saying, whoa, slow down, pony. Slow down. Okay. Getting like a ball, like the two guys here who have the like bald heads, the golf course, you know, hairstyle. Why? Oh, the tower. Okay. All right. Had to take that call because that was my honey. Okay, so the energy in this last couple is a little, it's just a little like, I'm getting like Radon from Mortal Kombat and just like his like electricity. It's like it's so electric that it's a little too electric and not necessarily in a, yeah, look, I'm getting the tower. Like lightning. Is it Radon? Raiden? Okay. Ooh, yeah, see? So, it's almost like the energy is just too harsh and it feels like the masculine's too kind of stuck in his ways of thinking and these are not energies that go really well with each other because the High Priestess is awfully calm here. Very calm, and just this Knight of Swords coming at their calm energy like that is just clashing. It's just clashing. So if you resonate with this third scenario, there may be some heartbreak here. Page of Wands. All right, let me get, because heartbreak doesn't necessarily mean you're done for. Well, I'm getting that electricity goes, it's like if y'all could just be in the bedroom, your relationship would be fine. But when you start talking to each other, so it's like y'all don't have much in common, but there's a lot of love and passion there. And I can tell that you're at a point where you're like, can I continue to do this? Like, yes, we have a lot of chemistry. There's a lot of explosive chemistry, but, you know, we got to be able to talk to each other at the end of the day. So I feel someone here almost at the breaking point of wanting to give up. So, Spirit, you got to come in with something here. Four of Swords, but it came out just like this. Almost like the card literally rested itself. So it feels like to me that y'all may take a break. because maybe it feels like the masculine may need to do a little bit. It feels like both of you are not in balance. Yes, that's the Empress and the King of Wands feels the most balanced in this scenario. The Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Cups feels a little unbalanced, just because it's in the middle of balancing, because now the feminines have to be there for the masculine when the masculine was there for the feminine, so on and so forth. So it's like I feel that balancing act. But this couple, there's no balance here. So you may need to take a break while you both get your shit together. And the divine feminine needs to, like, you're going to have to, yes, I wish we could just sit out in the woods and meditate all day, and but at the end of the day, there's movement, there's action that needs to happen. It feels like you've maybe done enough meditating, you've done enough journaling and sitting around and getting your vibe right. Your vibe is so high. In fact, it's so high that you've out vibed your masculine at this point. And you're looking at him like he should be on your level, and you haven't given him the time to do what he needs to do. So it feels like you're gonna have to come back down a few notches. And I'm not saying that you have to come down to his level or that you have to come down to anybody's level. I'm just saying there needs to be some grounding here. You're gonna have to do some things. I hate to say this, it's the most 3D saying ever, but you're gonna have to pay your bills. You're gonna have to be able to afford gas, so there's like there's something here about, okay, you've hermited long enough now, you've done enough, you're ready to go out there and make a difference in your new self. So it may feel like you're conforming, but there's almost like this need to conform for your own good. Like it's part of your journey. And it feels like you've been trying to avoid conforming for so long. Okay. So what happens? Yeah, see? 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 This is the exact energy that I was just picking up on, you guys. The world. You're done hermiting. There's the Hermit. And then the Four of Cups. You are missing opportunities by not getting out there, putting yourself out there. And that's what the Page of Wands is. Putting yourself out there. But understand that your masculine is not struggling, but still in this like healing phase of, it feels like a little bit of a stagnant energy, like you're trying to push against this energy but can't go nowhere. Yeah, and this is your masculine's energy. I feel like kind of at his wit's end. Oh, okay, he's about to go on an inward journey for sure. Yeah. And you're gonna have to let him. And it's gonna be really tough for you to do that, feminine. It's gonna be really tough. But you can do it. I feel that. I really do. I feel that you are gonna be wise enough to know that he needs to go through this hermiting time. So don't be surprised when he doesn't feel up to interacting or wanting to do anything. Okay. Oh, yeah. There's definitely... Okay, so I don't necessarily see y'all separating. So I felt the energy of maybe someone separating here. But what I just tuned into was that this heartbreak could be that someone in... It feels like maybe there's a... someone may pass or just like leave. There's just pain and heartbreak here that really triggers really triggers a pathway for both of you, but I feel that you're together in this. You're together in this. Some of you are not together in this, but some of you are. So the Knight of Pentacles comes out. So there's that slow moving healing energy. It's like he's going to come out of it. He's going to come out of it, and you just have to be patient. That's what Temperance is out here for, okay? All right, so that feels like it wraps it up. So, yay. Thank y'all so much for, I haven't done like a pick a deck kind of reading in a while. So, thank y'all for that. The energy's so cool. So, I appreciate those. And I also want to know if you resonate, like which ones did you resonate with, and which ones, like, did you resonate with all of them? Like, let me know. And, you know, a really good way to connect with me and to get more details during general collective readings is by connecting with me on here, liking, subscribing, commenting, which thank you for those of you that are doing that. I can literally feel your energy, and it's so cool. And it's so cool to know when readings resonate with you. Honestly, I'm a Leo, so when I know that the information I'm getting is, and I get affirmed that it was actually correct, that just motivates me even more to do these videos, you guys. So thank you for being here. I wouldn't be here if you weren't here, because I wouldn't have anything to say or do. But yeah. All right. Much love and light to you guys. I will see you next time.